Hello, I'm David Glass, Mayor of Petaluma. And people often ask me, what do you like to do for recreation? Get your mind off of whatever's going on around the city and whatnot. Well, I love to play golf. That's what I do. And I buy an annual pass at both of our golf courses here in town, Adobe Creek and Rooster Run, and I love playing both. And what I'll do is I'll get up a little bit before daylight and actually tee off while it's still dark out there on the golf course. And the way I'm able to do that is I have a few Father's Days ago, my daughter asked me, what would you like for Father's Day? And I said, gee, I would like a watch, but not any old watch. I want a watch that'll tell me about the golf course. So that's what I have. I have my Garmin Special, and it'll give me the yardage on how far I've hit the ball, how far I have left to get to the front of the green, middle of the green, back of the green. And so it helps me find my golf ball, believe it or not, in the dark. I know how far I hit the ball, give or take a little bit. And also, when you're out there playing golf and you lose a golf ball, I see people looking for golf balls and they have no idea where to begin the search. Well, with this watch that I have, I know pretty much where to begin the search because I know about how far I can hit it, I know how far I cannot hit it, and so I get an area, and it saves me a lot of time looking for lost golf balls. But still, time is everything. And I'll share this with you. The people that see me out at the golf course, usually I play alone. I actually like that. Nobody asks me about potholes that way. And I'll play 18 holes in about 2 hours. So people will see me leaving the golf course about the time they're arriving, and they're surprised to find out that I've already played 18 holes of golf. One thing about the summer, it's difficult. If you're not out there at the crack of the dawn, it starts getting hot. And then it gets more hot and hotter and hottest. And so, I have skin cancer issues, so I've got to wear these sleeves. See these sleeves? Now that gets uncomfortable. And so, if only you could play golf indoors and air conditioned in the summertime. Oh my gosh, what a concept. Well, guess what? Right here in Petaluma, you can, because they'll give you a second chance at playing a round of golf on days that it's just too darn hot out there at the golf course. And of course, a second chance, it's easy to remember the name of the business. It's called Mulligans. So golfers know what that means. A mulligan is the best invention ever. And if you're out there playing golf and keeping score, remember the mulligan is your friend. And remember what Lee Trevino said, the best wood in the bag is the pencil. And so you can use a mulligan, you can use the pencil, you can use a computer to keep your score right here under air conditioned. So we don't need the watch to tell us how far we've hit the ball. The computer's going to tell us that at Mulligan's. We don't need these sleeves that the dermatologist tells me don't leave home without it. I thought that was American Express, but it's not. It's the sleeves. Don't get out there on the golf course without your sun sleeves if you're playing outdoors. But if you're playing indoors, you can dress down and you can have a great old time right here at Mulligan's. So there's a couple of holes that I've always wanted to play again. And there's one golf course that I was going to play one time and got rained out. And so here at Mulligan's, I'm going to get a chance to do all of that, and you'll get a chance to do it as well. And this is a great time to introduce the owner of Mulligan's, Rachel Moran, and we're going to get the story about this business that's right here on Lakeville Boulevard between the Silk Mill and between the Railroad Depot. So that way you'll be able to find it, yes. And Rachel, come on in. Let's talk about the business here. This is quite a thing, and we're going to demonstrate it a little bit because people will see just how you can analyze your golf swing and get a golf lesson. And tell us about this business. When did you decide that indoor golf might work here in Petaluma?
Well, my son is a golfer, and we researched it, and we went to a few places, and we thought it was just a great concept and something that was needed in Sonoma County. It doesn't exist anywhere in Northern California, and so we thought it would be a great idea because, you can play indoor golf all year round. You don't have to worry about the weather, you don't have to worry about lost balls, you don't have to worry about golf cart fees, and you could travel all over and play courses around the world without having to pay those airfares. I thought it was a great concept.
That sounds good. We're going to see it on the computer, and I know that playing computer golf is good because it's also going to give you an idea, if you're taking a golf lesson, for instance, about what you need to do to work on your golf swing and try and perfect your golf swing and get more enjoyment out of the game. And through technology, you're going to be able to experience all of that and work with a PGA pro in Val Verhoens, who's the Sonoma State Golf Pro, and people in the golf community here know Val. They know his reputation. They may know him personally or know his family because he's been around here for a long time.
Yes, in fact, Val was Kyle's golf coach. That's how we established a relationship with him a long time ago. And that's also the beauty about indoor golf. It's a great place to improve without intimidation, and it gives you all the information you want through the kiosk, through the simulator. So it's a great way to not only continue to play golf and become a better player, but also to learn how to play golf and improve your game.
Well, let's meet your son, Kyle. Come on in here, Kyle Moran. He is one of the people involved in this endeavor. Val was your golf coach. Did you play at Sonoma State?
No, I did not, but I played in high school and continue to improve my game. And now that I have this opportunity with this facility, I'm continuing to improve my game even further, and I hope to go and do things in the future with golf.
Well, we're going to play a couple of holes together. Fair enough?
Right. Yes, fair enough. Let's do it.
All right, let's try it out and see what happens right here at Mulligan's on Lakeville Highway. But first, I've got to get undressed a little bit because I'm going to take off this sun garb and we're going to have a good time. You ready, Val? Ready, Kyle?
Yes, I'm ready. Let's do it, David.
All right.
All right.
So some things just can't be fixed. But we're going to see if we can still hit a few balls. Now, bear in mind, I'm approaching my 69th birthday, so the swing isn't what it used to be. But we're going to whack them anyway, okay?
All right. You want me to hold?
Oh, it's got the big slice to it. So let's find out what these numbers mean.
So on our first screen, we could rewatch your swing on the swing analysis camera, and then you get your ball flight data. And then this is more of the ball flight data screen, and it'll show you how you kept it on the target line there, the launch angle, how far you carried, your ball speed. And then
that one carried 193 yards and rolled out to 209 with a little flare out there to the right. So, got to see if we can take that slice out of it. I don't like that.
There you go. A nice hook right back into the green. All right, 230. That's excellent.
That's a little bit better. Now, that one had a draw to it. Yeah, it's still missing about 40 yards in the last 40 years. A yard a year is what I'm losing. Oh, gosh. Still can't putt. But anyway, that's a couple of shots into that, and people can analyze this, but you can see, okay, I fell off the ball, I slid off of it, I was falling backward, I wanted to hang in there that time and drive through it. So in the computer, can we see my swing and see if it looks better the second time around? And that's why you want a mulligan.
Yes, right here, we could see how your swing looked. You see he jumped ball speed. Good, he kept everything good and straight down through the swing.
Again.
Hi, this is Kyle over here at Mulligan's, North Bay's only year-round indoor golf facility. And here today I'm going to show you a couple things on the kiosk and how it works, how to properly aim on the simulator, and how to set up your ball. So let's start with the aiming, and you come over here on this map that you see, and it's also projected on the big screen. So then you just tap where you want to aim, and that'll be your target line, or you could also hold it and aim as well. I don't know if you can see it moving, but then it'll set. And that's that. Now let's go and try to show you how you set up your ball. So you come over here, and it's always going to be to the right of this camera, maybe 2 feet, and you set it down, and the light will turn green, and it'll also tell you, we'll show that again. It'll tell you where to place it in the hitting zone as well, so it's like a square and it'll be green here as well. So I'll show you that again. That's what the zone looks like, and it's all in this area. And then it's ready to be hit.
Let's practice on the tee shots because we've got that one all wired in the computer. There it is, Olympic Club. That's a beautiful golf course in San Francisco where they've held U.S. Open golf tournaments. They have the Willie McCovey March of Dimes tournament out there for charity. I've had a chance to play in that a few times, so I've played the golf course. I don't remember any success there to speak of. The Dante Benedetti benefit is there. Kaye Chandler reminds me. They have a lot of benefits there. On Mondays, they'll open up the golf course for charity quite often. So we'll rip it and grip it and try and go right down the middle, and we'll see what the golf swing does. And so bear in mind that you can get golf lessons right here, and the advantage of it is the computer will store your swing, what it is you're doing, what you're working on, and then you can work with your golf pro on the progress that you're making, or in the case of my short game, the lack of the same, okay? So I think the computer is very accurate. It pointed out the flaws in my game right away. It's all around the green. All right, here we go. That's going to be a good drive right there, I think. Look at, there's 40 pounds that are added on in 40 years that have subtracted 40 yards. So it's a perfect 40. That's just the way it is. I mean, time takes its toll on all of us. But yeah, other than that, it looks pretty good to me. Oh, gosh. All right, so there's a hole out here that the 18th hole at Torrey Pines South. And it's been about 40 years since I played that hole. But I can remember it like yesterday because my brother and I, we used to have death matches, you know, like every brother, right? And I always lost. But this one day, the last time we played, I was winning until the last hole. If only it had been a 17-hole match. And that was kind of the story of my golf. If only we didn't have to play all of them, you know. So anyway, we get to the 18th hole at Torrey Pines, and that's a hole that I remember, and it's in the computer here at Mulligan's. It's Torrey Pines South. For those of you that know golf just a little bit, you might know that this is the last course that Tiger Woods won a major championship on. It was in the 2008 U.S. Open Golf Championship. And the real story of that, not that it was his last one, because maybe he'll win another someday, but it's the last one at this point, and he won that one on a broken leg. So that really is more phenomenal than anything. He beat Rocco Mediate in an 18-hole playoff. The 18th hole is special. It's got trees, it's got sand traps, and now it has a lake in front of that 18th green. And I want to see if I can get a mulligan on the 18th hole because I was leading my brother, who I rarely beat, going to that 18th hole 40 years ago. And I hit a drive up over the sand trap off to the right, and it bounced hard and went out into the trees, and I was stymied. And, 7 or 8 strokes later, the match was gone, and so was I. I paid off, and that's it. You lose again. So I want to see if I can do it better. If I can just par the hole today, I can call him and tell him, I beat you. This is my mulligan. So we're going to try it, okay?
All right, let's get you set up, David, and we'll both tee off.
Well, here it is. This is the 18th hole. Now, last time I played it was 40 years ago, and the trees have grown up a little bit, and they've grown out a lot, and it's a whole lot narrower than it used to be. And they've redesigned the course maybe a little bit because I don't see that trap that was my friend out there to the right, because it was wide open out there to the right 40 years ago. So now it's pretty narrow. So what we're going to try to do is hit our tee shot that'll go, I think the way to play it is see the big tree, the tallest one out there that's on a line with the green. I want to go at that tree, the left edge of it, and I'm going to try and draw the ball away from the left edge of the tree and get it back down into the fairway. And we'll probably be where the sun doesn't shine by the time this ball comes down out in the woods somewhere. But that's what we're going to go for. And if I can par the hole today, I beat my brother from 40 years ago. So that's what we're looking for, is a par 5 here on the 18th hole at Torrey Pines South, which is listed in the computer here as La Jolla Pines. Kyle's got me lined up to do that. All I got to do is implement it. Oh, we didn't draw it. It's leaking out into the trees to the right, just like 40 years ago. I think that's going to be deja vu all over again. Oh, brutalized. Youth, go. That's going to be about 250, I think. Oh, 260, 261. Ooh, and in the fairway. That's cheating. To get in the short stuff is cheating. Okay, so how far is it to the lake, Kyle?
That's 274.
274, no problem with a punch getting there. It's 328 yards to the pin. So I want to hit something that goes at least 150 to give me a chance. And I want to hit something low. And that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to take a 4-iron and try and punch it underneath and get it through the trees. And the line that I'm going to pick is the left edge of the left sand trap. A little bit more to the left. I want to get away from the trunk of that tree. A little bit more left. Okay, so I think that's probably going to give me something right there.
Okay. Stay on that fairway.
I think that plays.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to get it out there about 150, so we got it out in that ballpark. So now Kyle's got about 285 left to the green, so we'll see if he's going to have to lay up short of the lake. I mean, you know, that lake is just an equalizer. Makes it a 3-shot hole for both of us. Okay, so one thing I always wanted to do was I wanted to commentate golf. You know, I never got a chance to do that in my career. And my idea of commentating golf was always to get somewhere where you couldn't talk. And that way you couldn't make a mistake. So they say, let's go out to 18 and Dave. Dave? Let's go to 18 and David Glass. Is Dave there? Dave must be somewhere where he can't talk. You see how safe that is? You know. All right, Kyle, what do you got here? 285. Okay, so I don't know if you could pick up Kyle. He's going to get a layup, try to get it 75, 85 yards short of the pin. Okay, so that is going to leave Kyle maybe looking at, that's going to be a long way. You got 237 to the pin now, and now the lake is a real factor. So the question is, do you go for it? Kyle has no humility. He's going for it. Ooh, that was a good contact. And that's high and deep. It might be. It could be. It is not. It's a tin cup shot. That's what it is. You really gave that a run, though. You needed to top the ball a little bit better on the previous shot.
All right, you're out, Dave.
All right, so what are we looking at? We're looking at 189 to the pin, and I'm back in play. Remember, I was in the woods just like 40 years ago. This time, unlike 40 years ago, I got the ball back into play. So now the pressure builds a little bit. I got to figure out my shot for 189. I think I'm going to take a hybrid 3. That's what I'm going to go, and we're going to go for it. We're going to ignore that hazard that's there. The hazard does not exist. And if I miss the shot, hopefully I top it and miss it bad enough that it doesn't make it to the hazard. See, that's the way it is. Now, I will share this with you. On the golf course, this is where you do not play a Pro V1. Those balls are expensive. So you want to sit down. You know, golf's more fun with a Pinnacle. I mean, those balls are cheap, and they splash just as well. So you go and get yourself a Pinnacle if you're playing the real golf course. Now here, I could hit a Pro V1, I could hit anything because it's just a computer. You know, and I'm not going to have to get on, you know, a scuba diving outfit and go down there and try and save a $6 golf ball. So here, I don't have to change golf balls. I got a good Titleist. I'm going to go ahead and rip it. So we're going to go right at the stick. Maybe we'll even, I see, the smart play would go at the left side of the green and fade it toward the stick, but not smart. Greedy, that's the name of the game, right at the stick, with a little draw maybe away from the stick and away from the trouble. And I missed it. Oh, that's going to get short of the water. Sit.
You're all right.
Yep. That's a clutch shot. That's a perfect layup. That's the name of the game. When you miss the ball, miss it badly so it doesn't go far enough to get you in trouble. And you'd much rather be lucky than good when playing golf. Remember that. This is the 5th shot. That makes par kind of tough. Ooh, that was a very good shot. Nice shot. Yeah, this is where I like to play a scramble on account of I've never hit a good shot from 38 yards, and maybe somebody in the foursome would, but it would not probably be me. Oh, a lot too hard. Oh, this is where in golf they tell you the words you never want to hear. You're still out. Oh, well, I only have to hit it half as hard. I had 38 before from in front of the green. Now I got 38 from behind the green. This will just be a mulligan. Since this is 38 yards and the last shot was 38 yards, the two shots are the same, only different. One was in front. This is from in back. We'll just forget the first shot entirely. This is our mulligan on account of I don't know how to re-rack the computer. Now, you'll probably be able to figure it out easily because you're computer literate, unlike me. But being illiterate, I'm going to imply and apply the Lee Trevino rule that, remember, the pencil is the most important wood in the bag. I'm just going to erase that last shot. Forget it. All right, here we go, 38 yards. 38 to glory. Ooh, there's a sand trap in front of me. That's going to change the shot a little bit. Oh, there's a sand trap behind me. Oh, okay, that was much better than 40 years ago. All right, so now I'm 5 and I'm going to be chipping, I guess. Well, I could putt that. I'm still out. This is like hitting 3-4 shots in a row. I could get blisters doing this. You know, okay, so here we go. How many feet is this? This is 10 yards, 30 feet. That's not too bad. 30 feet. Okay, here we go.
Wait, let me show. Now we have the break of the green, and you can see how it's breaking right.
It's breaking right to left, right? Am I reading that correctly? A right to left? A right to left break from 30 feet. Oh. I definitely have field problems here. You can see what Lloyd Mangrum was talking about. Take a couple of weeks off and then quit. This is all the same. The chipper, the putter, it's all the same. Okay, 7th shot. I remember this golf course. You know, it's right there on the cliffs of La Jolla, and it's about elevated by about 300 feet from the Pacific Ocean, and all the hang gliders go by and all the birds and everything. Well, the birds would run on bombing missions when I was out there. They didn't show me any respect. I was their target. And they were pretty good shots, as I remember. You know, it was awful. But anyway, you got to remember the ball will break toward the ocean. You just got to figure out where the ocean is. Okay, so now 17 yards to the pin. A moment ago, I was only 10 yards to the pin. I'm going the wrong way fast, but I'll get there soon. Okay, 17 yards. My line is pretty good. You know, see, I just back and forth right by like a blue dart. Now I'm 8 yards. I'm starting to get there. Yeah, maybe I just go to the putter. Okay, so what do we do when we go to the putter? Okay, so that's like 24 feet. And we're going to get a look at the break. The break is again from right to left just a little bit. And we'll give that a run.
Oh, we made my goal.
Oh! Oh, they're killing me. Can I get a mulligan? Okay, so now I've got 10 feet. Someday I'm going to get this ball in the hole, and we're going to, you know, be able to then have a beer and talk about our round. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I think the short game needs work.
Oh, cool, you got it.
Now we're 5 feet.
There you go.
All right, there it is. See, the short game needs I need a little bit of practice with the short game, and I've needed a little bit of practice with the short game for 40 years. So that's why I don't play golf. See, you can see. Tee it up, grip it and rip it, and then cry yourself home. Hey, listen, there's a couple other golf courses, but you've got a lot of golf courses in here. Yes, I want you to finish your hole, and then we're going to talk more about mulligans. People have seen probably enough of my golf game by now, okay?
All right, let's...
Oh, see, it's not that hard. It's really not that tough to make a putt. So, Kyle, this has been a lot of fun to be here today. You've got a lot of golf courses in here. Tell us about some of the golf courses that people will find in the computer here at Mulligan's.
Yeah, we have 60 golf courses around the world right now. About 8 or 9 of them the pros play, so you can play just like the pros. Don't have to travel and leave Petaluma to play these courses. What about the simulators? We could also go to a specific hole and practice on that hole.
All right, let's set it up and
So,
practice.
if you
Let's
want
pick the
to do that.
18th hole at Olympic Club.
Okay. We
That's
to the left of the fairway.
214 yards out there, okay. So carry 211.
Little hook.
Couple of yards a roll, a little bit of hook. It's in a good, safe spot.
This is what I wanted to show. So let's go back and
So it's-
show. So now with these dots, as I was explaining earlier, we get full analysis breakdown of the swing. As you can see, we have 90.3 mile per hour club head speed. This impact location is just a little left of the sweet spot, and smash factor is good. Really good. Upward launch angle, that's really good. Nice club path at impact, and true balls. We get full analysis on your swing. And the efficiency ratio is really good as well. With your 1.4 or better is really good on the ratios.
See, all of those ratios are good, so that's a lot better than short game. So I know now what I would do is just like on the golf course, I'd never finish a hole. I'd just smash the ball and have a good time, and you can do that right here at Mulligan's. Thanks, Kyle, for joining us. Thanks for explaining what you have here. And so if folks want to play golf, air conditioned, and want to play at night,
Any weather, or they just want to get full analysis and improve their game, and they can do that as well. So,
thank you so much. Good luck in business.
all right, thanks for coming in and playing.